guys, what's up everyone, and welcome to Young Titan World. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today, we're gonna talk about a Japanese movie. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be a JAV, which is a Japanese adult movie, but that's not the case because, Japanese adult video, that's JAV, not JAM. Sorry about that. Anyways, that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about Albino. Came out in 2021. It's a flick about two lesbians that, are having a really complicated relationship, okay? So let's start from the top. Now, it starts off with someone having a plumbing problem in their sink. Apparently, since everything in the house is connected to that particular sink, they can't shower, they can't wash dishes, they can't do shit. So what happens is they call in the plumber, which is a tag team of one dude and a lady. Now the lady looks kind of like a tomboy, She doesn't really focus on her looks. She's just mainly into the job to get paid to take care of her drunk mom, which is, I'm assuming that's what she was. They never really took time to explain what that drunk woman in her room was doing. But we're gonna have to assume that that's his mom. Her mom. Sorry about that. Anyway, so as it starts off like this, they get acquainted. The girl in the house of very troublesome sinks, gives her candy. And they form a bond. I don't know if one can call it a bond, but it's quite strange. Because the first time they meet, the schoolgirl, who is also the one who lives in that house, happens to try and touch the plumber girl inappropriately. But I'm assuming because it's not a guy, it's less harmful. But the story progresses. These two become very close, and we realize that each one has something dark on their corner. Now, the schoolgirl, for instance, she lives with her stepfather. Stepfather, as you know how porn tells the tale of steps, he fucks her, which is, really big deal if you're talking about the existence of mankind and what they do to ladies. So, basically, the dude just fucks the girl, and apparently the dude is supposed to be her stepfather. So yeah, everything's fucked up. But the lady finds love with this plumber girl and is hoping that it stays something that can comfort her. It becomes the thing that she can run to when she feels too damaged by stepdad's dick. Or, emotional damage. This is not a place to be laughing. This is some serious... the kind of topics that is trying to address is very serious. Because on the plumber girl side, we also have a girl who's trying to work hard and do good at her job. And what happens is that the tag team partner that we mentioned earlier rapes her in one such instance. And he is so rough, he causes her to bleed. And whilst he's raping her, she's choking on her own blood. So, I don't know who the director is. I didn't have time to slow and rewind and check and see who is in charge of this ghastly movie. But as far as I can tell, the topics that are on this is very deep and very serious. At one point in the movie, both of them express how they do not want to be women. How they hate being women. One says sometimes that's the plumber girl, and the other says, I hate it. I do not want to be woman. Woman is difficult, woman is hard, and they're not wrong. It's very traumatic if you look at the entire picture, knowing that from the moment that you're a little girl to the moment you're an adult woman, you can be the target of so much damage. Yes, there's this topic exists for the guys, no doubt. But in a world where the voice of a man would probably be more heard than a woman is kind of unsettling, you know? And yeah, I mean, at this point, a lot of people can argue that what I'm saying is wrong, okay? Because then they'll say there's feminism and there's blah, blah, blah. But if you really look at the situations, isn't every area already dominated by men? You know, like the working sector. I mean, everywhere you go, you have men taking control. So wouldn't it be hard to go against something that already has such coverage over such a wide area? The answer is, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't speak for any gender. I can't speak for any side. But I can say this. A genuinely good person would not make that an issue. Would not pick a side, but would do what is right. You know, it's not about the side you're on, it's about what you do. So if you're gonna be a bitch about how you treat a girl at work, then maybe you shouldn't be at work. Maybe they should fire you. Maybe because you think that you are better than someone of a different gender, maybe you should fuck up, lose your job. Maybe it will tell you to be more appreciative of everyone that you find in your circle. I mean, yeah, who can't talk about how some people can use what they have to get what they want? They sleep with the boss, they get the job. They know someone in the family who works there, they get the job. It's not fair, but it's not about what is already centered out in the world. It's what you are. Are you a good person, or do you suck at being good? Well, I don't know, put some work into it. Anyways, Albino has taken a very special place in my heart because it makes me feel like if you're gonna make any change, oh yeah, well, we're not even done with how it went. You know, one of them is being currently raped by their stepfather, and the lesbians decide to do their stuff when stepdad is not around. So, you know, it reaches the point, so after the plumber girl gets raped, she decides to go over to schoolgirl one last time. And when she does, she makes an initiative to take over, you know, get that nigga dead, kill the guy, and run off with the bitch into the sunset. I mean, run off with a schoolgirl into the sunset. I'm sorry. This is in my vocabulary. And I'm in no way downgrading any woman. I'm sorry, okay? Bitch is in my vocabulary. I would change it ASAP, so I apologize. Anyway, so plum girl and schoolgirl, you know, they're happy that they've killed the stepdad. They fuck in the truck, happy ever after. But no, one of them is riddled with guilt because they killed the stepdad. You know, initially when plumber girl took the initiative to get rid of stepdad, schoolgirl wasn't on board with it. She was like, oh no, man, that's like super wrong. I mean, no, it wasn't even like that. She didn't even suggest the killing of the guy. She just suggested, let's run away. Let's go away from this entire world because I've had enough of guys and how manipulative and rapey they can be. So, yeah, let's go. And she was like, no, can't do that. I'm not strong enough to make the move. And then somehow she convinced her, thinking by sex. And then, you know, after all this, the emotional damage that the schoolgirl gets from having killed her stepdad makes her commit suicide. It's a sad ending, but it makes you realize the kind of trauma people really endure in these current times. And you know, it's even more painful when these people go through hell and they have no one to tell about this. No one gets to relate with them. No one gets to even know their story. Because the moment that they do, it is believed that they're being hysterical. A world where pretending seems to be the order of the day, and reality is cast into the void. Sad, isn't it?